Well, it's -4, and we went up to the first trailhead. We brought shovels because we figured we'd have to dig it out. Way too much snow. So we're going to the second location I had in mind, and I know that the lot is plowed, and we're gonna hit the trail from there. But it's deep snow out on the trail up here, on the Spear Hiking Trail. Alex and Jonah are in the truck behind me, and we're heading out for a couple of nights. Woo, buddy! All right, well, we're taking our first little stop. Peeling stuff off here. Alex is taking point up there. He's always dropped about how many layers? Couple? Yep. You know, that's the one thing with those Pulk poles, you can't really rotate well.
I feel like a walrus.
Off we go. I mean, woo, buddy. Pulking is some work. Ain't that right?
I work for it.
People think pulking's just like a cakewalk. Yeah. Not so.
Downhills.
Downhills when your pulk is pushing you along. Compared to the Twin Cities where we have about 1/8 of an inch of just ice. I swear there's 2 feet out here.
At least, yeah.
They said there was. I didn't want to believe it, but there is. It's beautiful. But I'm ready to get to camp and have a hot drink, man. Luckily, for most of this, somebody post-holed back here and some deer are on the trail, and it kind of tended to make the snow a little stiffer. But Jonah and Alex are surprised how difficult it is to pull a pulk. And for me, how, I'd say it's about 2 below right now. And my jaw ain't moving too good as I'm talking to you. The hinge lines just kind of froze up and probably still kind of jammed up from running me gob in Wisconsin last week. Whew. I'm at a spot that I come to once in a while, and it's got a nice little cedar grove here. But man, the wind is really whipping through here, but we couldn't find another place to really get out of the wind, so we got ourselves kind of a little top city. But actually the wind will kind of blow for a while and then kind of take a break, but it's supposed to get windier tonight, so we're just gonna hunker in and time for some hot water because we're dry.
Get my butt, sorry about that.
What's going on with your butt?
No monkey butt in this trip.
That's a pretty good wood pile. Check out our tarp town over here. Superfly City. Jonah's kind of using the Outdoor Vitals Airy 20, sort of a pod and a top quilt. I'm gonna put his Jacks Are Better Hudson River top quilt in there. Alex is here, you can't see, but he's got the XLC 0 degree Wookie and the Greylock 4 wrapped around that. So he should not be cold at all. And I've got the Chameleon. I've got my Jacks Are Better Sierra Stealth Sniveler. I even threw in my hammock gear insert since I was pulking. I've got the Loco Libre Mucho Habanera, and just for kicks, because I just did a video on stacking, I put my Franken quilt on the outside of that. Because it might get down to -17, -19 with the wind, I don't know, and I just want to see exactly how warm I'm going to be. I hope I'm hot. Things dangling everywhere. Meow, meow, meow.
Nothing like a nice and toasty cereal.
Is that one of those 7-Eleven beer slushies?
You know how I like them. I think I'm going to take everything off and dry some. Yeah, I feel like I'm dried out.
Right. It's about 7 o'clock and it's minus 11. Minus 11. There it is, the lime chicken thigh that I had a few weeks ago out in the woods, but I did not film, with the rice, with pineapple, and cilantro. Now, watch this. Look how tender that just comes off. Oh! Oh! The sun has come up. We have minus 18 degrees. Got the water boiling for the Medaglia d'Oro instant espresso. The boys are hunkered down in their hammocks. It was super windy out here. Going to be a challenging day. But we do have a tarp up down by the fire pit that will break most of that wind on us for the day. Now, as I wait for the fancy feast to boil my water, so I can have my Medaglia d'Oro instant espresso right up here on the Superior Hiking Trail. Woo buddy. Well, we all been up a while. Alex made some breakfast sandwiches. We got those over by the fire thawing out, like eggs and bacon and stuff. But even with that chicken dish I brought last night, I had that in the coals about an hour and a half before it thawed out. And man, that was so good. But it's about -9 now. The wind still blowing through pretty good. It's kind of died down a little bit, but it's supposed to pick up more. It's beautiful, crisp, cold. We're waking up. Couple of cups of Medaglia d'Oro inside of me, and snow is pretty deep back here, deeper in some places. So we got to put the snowshoes on and really do some wood gathering today because it's going to be cold tonight. Love being out here. You got to be crazy. There's the breakfast sandwich that Alex made. Bacon, egg, croissant, and whatnot. Got ourselves a tarp wall back there to keep that wind off, and man, is it helping.
Camera off, can I grunt now?
Hey man, we just heard another second tree. We just heard it sound like firecrackers going off or shotguns. It's like pow, 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 and then down that way. And I mean, that was a tree falling. Well, we just ate some crown of lamb. We gathered up some wood. The boys are preparing for round 3. Pre-thawing. What are you making, Joe? Is it chili? Chili mac?
Chili mac.
Chili mac with what's in it? Tell us, because please give us that description that you talked last night with all those fancy things. Talk to me, son.
Well,
start at the beginning.
start top, onion.
Yeah.
Red onion.
Red onion.
Peppers. Orange, red jalapeno.
Ooh.
Mushrooms.
A mushroom? Fancy.
Ground beef, Italian sausage.
Oh, what was that second ingredient?
Italian sausage.
Italian sausage, huh?
Mild. I wasn't sure how spicy you liked it. Diced tomatoes, chili beans, black beans. And you can't forget the Cracker Barrel sharp cheddar.
Oh, and I didn't even know they made that.
And then you keep the box for some fire starter.
And that's about 12 pounds of ingredients right there. And firewall.
Doing it opposite.
Oh yes, thank you Bothbot for your little sweetie pack and sent me the time out wafer. Super excited to have it right here. Steaming cup. Peppermint cocoa. And the world's nastiest spoon. Sun is starting to go down. It's probably 4:15, getting to be about 4:15, 4:30, and we don't have much light left, so we're all out getting our pulks and gathering some wood, some little places we eyeballed today. Get a big ripping fire going tonight. It's been a fun day, so now it's time to get this wood down, get it ready. Jonah will start cooking. Got a little bit more lamb going. All is good out here in the backwood hood, yo. Yo, baby. Snotty nose. I got a snotty nose. My nose. Doop, doop, doop. Now we're looking good, right? Look at all my downy puffiness in there. Slept last night with it totally open in porch mode. So Jonah, what do you call that stove there? That's the Solo?
Solo stove.
Because if you look at it, you'd think it's a Bush Buddy, but then you put like a, what is that, like a liter?
Yeah, liter bottle.
Liter bottle. And you can see how big it is. It's a hunker. Never been used. Get that thing blackened up. And to get it blackened up and seasoned. Thanks, sir. Pick her up.
Maybe. Might be too heavy.
God, that looks good. Whoa, buddy. Got down to minus 26. I think I'm curling back in for a while. Cracking cold this morning. A windy night. I mean, the wind never relented. Really picked up in the early morning hours. Early. So we're all kind of hunkered down. Wait for that hot water to go. Slept right good. Did start to feel my feet get, probably the first part of me that was starting to cool off. And we probably crawled into the, I probably crawled to the sack about 9 o'clock. Minus 25 right now. Minus 26 was a low. And that wind really puts a spin on it. But my big old Superfly here, I've got it blocked on me. You can see that Alex pitched him an end cap last night because he's got the winds coming, because it's coming right down this way. And it was whipping right through him.
It's so cold.
And Jonah's quite content, but just a little chilly.
I'm waiting for my propane to heat up. I should have brought my fancy feet.
Are you sleeping with the canister?
It's on my belly.
Or is it? Oh, God. That don't sound right. Yeah, man. It's a poop shovel and a fire tool. Not cheap. But we've been using it the whole weekend. Hold that thing up with that stick. So I jammed a stick in it last night. You can make that titanium poop shovel. And that's just kind of wedged in there loosely, but you get some reach to pull those embers out with that hot fire we had.
Pull the coals out for the pan. Pretty nice.
But I still don't get it. So what do you do after you poop in the shovel?
Then you take the poop and you lay it on the ground next to your chosen
Fling it
spot.
into the wood.
Sling it, or then you dig a hole with your hand?
And then you just leave your toilet paper as a little gift for people.
Okay. So poop in the shovel.
Yeah, poop in the shovel.
Throw it in the woods.
Throw it in the woods.
Toilet paper.
Wipe your bottom
Yeah.
and just drop your toilet paper on the ground.
And you're done?
And you're done.
Okay.
That's, you know, that's leave a little trace.
Leave a lot of trace.
Yeah. I mean, woo, buddy. The day is warming up. It's minus 18 right now. We've had some coffees. Alex has the little bricky sandwiches that he made. He made enough for 2 days. He's got some frozen packs of mustard and some mayonnaise, if you prefer, and some hot sauce. And we're just gonna take our time, enjoy the day, break camp. I'm just back here scooping some snow for water, fill the pot. It's minus 11 now. It is funny how it feels so warm. And there's my world of warmth. Now, one thing that's made my camera work a lot better on this trip, it's got the same battery for the whole time, even though I haven't shot a lot of video. But I made a little fleece bag to keep the camera in, because this camera I'm talking into, it's my Sony DSC HX80 camera with a Zeiss lens. It's a little bit, got a few more moving parts. So I have this fleece bag, and if I turn it inside out, the red part is a little pouch I sewed inside. And inside that I have a small hand warmer, and that kind of goes into that little pouch, and then that sort of turns to go inside this pouch like that. And I have a little bit of Velcro, and I sewed these tabs that you can pull just on the side, because you know you're wearing gloves all the time out here. And I take the camera off the tripod, slip it down in that pouch, and then put it, you know, my next jacket, my next layer inside. And it has worked great. I've not had a problem with it. Haven't switched batteries, even though I keep a couple of batteries down in the insulated shirt that's right against my skin in a zip pocket right there. And they'll stay nice and warm, ready to go. But this is totally improved what this camera, you know, will do for me out here in some serious cold. And of course I sleep with it at night, out of the pouch, just up in my chest pocket. This Almazan blade, Hickory sent me this for Christmas time. And, sometimes you just feel like you're an astronaut floating in space out here. In this winter you have so much stuff on. You know, I gotta say, I'm really happy that Jonah and Alex like winter camping, because it's fun to be able to go with them. We were gonna have a couple of more people with us on this trip, and they just at the last minute, you know, looking at the weather and the conditions, just knew they didn't have the gear and decided not to go. So it just ended up the three of us, and it just makes it easy for me to have people to come out here and just know that they enjoy it. You know, we discussed in the morning how we slept, how everybody did. You know, eating that chili mac last night and having Cocos, and you crawl up in the hammock and you're so nice and warm and toasty. But when it's like minus 26 with those kind of winds, and when 6 o'clock, 6:30 starts coming, 5 o'clock, you start to feel that phantom cold. And even I could just kind of feel my feet were the first thing to start losing their good warmth. They can get cold, not miserable. But I got up and had that, my medaglia d'oro from the hammock, and a really frozen chocolate peanut butter tapped, and kind of feel that just going to your feet. And I slipped my jacks or better down sleeves over my feet while I was laying there, and all was good. And then you put them back into your muckluck liners, which have gotten pretty cold over the night. Walk around for about a half hour, and the world starts feeling much better as the temperatures go up. It's minus 9 now, and it feels balmy. Well, we're on the way out. We got to move on, because there was some guy out there with a, what was it?
AR-15 probably.
Yeah, an AR-15 and all kinds of other gunfire coming up toward Lutzen way, man. It was pretty close. We were yelling, "People out here!" And they,
Orange.
it was close. That was
Almost two sounded like each other.
almost too close. Pow, 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 pow. I was ready to get me knife and lay low. We just came up a pretty long grade with some twists and turns and just moving slow, but working up some heat.
Looking off into the distance.
Up there, that always makes me think of Easter Island. I see a face like a big brow. There's kind of a big hook nose, and right where that snow is, about 60 feet down, it looks like kind of a weird little grin.
It's funny you said that. I was thinking that exact same thing on the walk up.
And you look back behind Jonah, there's Lake Superior out there. It's a pretty nice trail. Golden man. Golden man.
Woo, buddy!
All secure in Sector 7, Sector Finkelstein, Sector McKendree.
Hey, Shush, you know how you act like a clown so much of the time, eh? You think you can play your mandolin with Pulk on chin? Can you, Shush? Well, buddy.